Please remain standing for the singing of the national anthem by Rayleigh Pinkard, followed by the welcome from Spencer Wilson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated.
Right. Hey. Gary. Alice. Forward. Up.
Welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2024. As I was thinking about our journey as a class today, I thought, God, thank you. I know we've all had a lot going on, especially up to this moment, but thank you for being that rock upon which we stand. If it weren't for you, many of us would not be who we are today, and I genuinely mean that. I would still be that kid endlessly looking for something or someone to satisfy that feeling of emptiness and loneliness. But because of the unexplainable encounters I've experienced with you and the relationship that I've been able to have with you, I'm able to lead a new life. One of peace, purpose, love, humility, and hope. I may not know what's next in this new chapter of life, but I pray that as each of us lead tonight, we will leave knowing who you are, getting to experience an encounter with you and trusting you to hold our futures in your hand. We will certainly have those moments of doubt and fear, as we all do, but you are always there for us to lean on and have a plan and purpose for each and every one of us to live out. Father, thank you for who you are and what you have done and all the moments that we've been able to share. And thank you for making us who we are today. God bless and go Bears. Amen.
So good evening. On behalf of the faculty and staff in the class of 2024, thank you for joining us tonight. As principal, it is my distinct honor to welcome you to this momentous occasion. Today we come to celebrate the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and growth. Congratulations to each of you on reaching this significant milestone. Let us cherish this moment and the incredible journey that has brought us here. It is an honor to welcome so many who work so hard each day to serve Bradley County Schools and our entire community as a whole. Please hold your applause as we recognize several individuals tonight. First, welcome to Dr. Linda Cash, Director of Bradley County Schools. Welcome to our central office staff and administration, Supervisor of Secondary Education, Mr. Todd Shoemaker, CTE Director, Arlette Robinson, Special Education Director, Dr. Heather Hayes, and Pie Center Director, Brittany Cannon. Welcome to our committed members of the Bradley County Board of Education, Chairwoman Ms. Vicki Beatty, Ms. Amanda Lee, Dr. Jeff Lovingood, Mr. Teddy Bryson, Ms. Rachel Goins, Mr. Joshua Taylor, and Ms. Nancy Kaysen. Welcome to State Representative Kevin Raper, Senator Adam Lowe, County Commissioners Scotty Gilbert, Mylan Blake, and Tommy Ledford. EMS Director Adam Lewis, who has provided the ambulance service for tonight. Thank you. Sheriff Steve Lawson and the entire Bradley County Sheriff's Office for your partnership with Bradley Central High School. I especially want to thank our SROs, Deputy Bruce Morgan and Deputy Jessica Morgan. We're honored to have each of you here as we celebrate the class of 2024. Can we please give everyone a big round of applause? At this time, I would like to recognize our librarian, Ms. Terry Simons, who is retiring this year. Please stand so that your colleagues and students whose lives you have greatly impacted might thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Ms. Terry Simons a round of applause. Thank you for your passion and your countless hours of service to our faculty and students. So on behalf of your assistant principals, Dr. Candy Wiggins, Miss Angie Neely, Mr. Tyler Rich, Mr. Andy McMahon, Mr. Matt Day, your teachers, counselors, and the entire faculty and staff of Bradley Central High School, it is my honor to welcome you to the 108th commencement of Bradley Central High School. Students, welcome to your day. Class of 2024. I want to start my message to you tonight by expressing my deepest pride and sincerest gratitude. The great American author Herman Melville wrote, "We cannot live only for ourselves. 1,000 fibers connect us with our fellow men." As a Bradley Central High School alum and as a constant fan, I am so proud to be your principal. The list of your accomplishments is long and great. Your sports teams won incredible accolades and surpassed all expectations on the fields, mats, tracks, and courts. Your basketball Bearettes once again claimed the glass house as our house. Come on. Your CTE programs and ROTC division, along with your fine arts department, further solidified their place as the best in the region. Your class is among the most awarded and rewarded in Bradley County's history, having received over $9.7 million in scholarships and grants. Among you are athletes headed to prestigious academic universities, scholars headed to athletic powerhouses, and trained professionals who will hit the ground running tomorrow in immediate careers and vocational occupations. Schooling us all on how to get the job done. Among you are future counselors and pastors who will endeavor to preserve our faith, as well as servicemen and women who will honor us beyond measure. Among you are young adults who faced down the worst circumstances and confidently said, "Watch this." Among you are first-time high school graduates and future college students. As your principal, I humbly look out tonight and think, well done, class of 2024, well done. However, I would be remiss not to mention how personally grateful I am for the community that is Bradley Central. Statesman and patriot Bob Dole once said, "I think one of life's greatest milestones is when a person can look back and be almost as thankful for the setbacks as the victories. Graduates, our time together has seen monumental successes as well as steep challenges. I am perhaps proudest of the fact that we have faced those difficulties as one, and I'm so grateful that when times were hardest, we chose to show up for one another. As you reflect, I hope you will remember both the easy and the tough with equal merit, giving yourself credit for how you navigated not only the best, but also the worst of time. Do not forget that the heartbreaks and losses taught you an equal amount, if not more, than the joyous of times. It took good old-fashioned grit to get you here, and you will need that, and you will need to call upon the internal fortitude throughout your life. I speak for the entire faculty and staff when I say that you are each as a necessity in this world and ready to face whatever comes your way. Most importantly, never forget that you are forever a part of something larger than yourself. You will always wake up a Bradley Central Bear. God bless, and go Bears. At this time, I would like to introduce Dr. Linda Cash.
So I have the distinct pleasure to welcome everyone to the class of 2024. If you would give them a huge round of applause. I want this class to think about 4 years ago when you were a freshman walking the halls of Bradley Central High School, how you really didn't know where anything was. You were hoping you got to the classes on time. And now, today, you are graduating, and at the top of everything, you are seniors. I want you to think about the sporting events, Friday night lights, basketball. I want you to think all of it. Think about prom. Think about celebrations, hanging out with your friends. All those wonderful memories that have gotten you here today. Well, I have the distinct pleasure of celebrating a lot of your accomplishments. You've navigated the challenges, you've embraced opportunities, and you have won across the board with athletics, academics, and just pure fun. I've watched you grow, I've watched you accomplish, and I am very proud to be a part of you today. Now, as you go out into the world, I want you to just think about what you've done here and what you can accomplish in the future. Today's not just a celebration for today, it's a celebration for what you will achieve from here on. So today, I want you to listen carefully, all of our families, dignitaries. This is a class that is going to make their mark. Sitting before you, you have 365 seniors graduating. You have 153 that are already committed to a 2-year college. You have 123 for a 4-year college. 17 of our seniors are headed to the military. Would those 17 please stand? And with those men and women in our audience today, if you've served in the military forces, would you please stand? I want to personally thank each and every one of you for your service in the past and the service you have for our country and for our freedom for the future. Thank you. You have 88 students who are going into the workforce. We have prepared them to mark their way. You have over $9,797 in 4-year scholarships. Parents, I know Dr. Spangler spoke of that, but I want you to listen to it again. That's $9,797,842 that you don't have to pay, and that is a celebration. We have a Lee Reimer Gold winner, Shelby Stone. We have a Lee Reimer Silver winner. We actually have 2. We have Julia Bodnar and Addison Stevenson. That's a wonderful accomplishment. We have a Lee Reimer Bronze winner, Zandra Rawlings. And it gets even better. We have 169 students with a 90-plus average, 215 with a 3.0 and are eligible for the Hope Scholarship, more money our parents don't have to pay. 141 seniors with a GPA of 3.5, 23 seniors with a GPA of 4.0, 104 seniors with a 21 composite score on the ACT, 11 seniors with a 28 composite score on the ACT, and 6 seniors with a 30 composite score on the ACT. That is remarkable academics. This remarkable group of the graduating class of 2024, we have 62 Bear Scholars, 4 AP candidates, 8 TVEC students who have already earned their associate's degree, 76 seniors graduating with state honors, 143 seniors graduating with state distinctions, 186 seniors who earned at least one industry credential, 92 seniors recognized as a Tennessee Tri-Star Scholar, 210 seniors who qualify as a Ready graduate, 46 seniors who have met all 4 ACT benchmarks. This gets even better. Not only are they graduating with a high school degree, they're graduating with 588 courses completed of dual enrollment credit hours and 1,764 credit hours earned. They are all on their way already. Thank you. You have 170 seniors who are enrolled in work-based learning, and that is remarkable because our job is to get them ready to move into the world, to do what they're meant to do, and because of all of the preparation, each and every one will have a different pathway, but they are ready. Then you move into some of the athletics. The Bradley Bearettes were your 2024 TSAA basketball championships. That's right, you can shout for that one. Our Bear football team made it to the semifinals for the first time since 1976. Your boys wrestling state dual semifinal appearance, 1 state medalist, Kyle Hogg. And our girls wrestling, which is remarkable for us, first 4-time state medalist, Gabby Bennett, first state champion, Natalie Shane, and the first state duals appearance in program history for top 4 in the state. Congratulations to those athletes. I want you to listen very carefully to this one. This one is an amazing accomplishment. Mr. Tegan Cassida received the Distinguished Tennessee Award recipient, including full tuition for all 4 years for the University of Tennessee at Knoxville. Only 1 student per county is selected for this honor each year, and this is 2 straight years in a row for Bradley Central High School. I want to just talk to you again. You saw before you our junior ROTC, but they are more than just something for us to admire when we're on the field or when we are participating in events. Our junior ROTC completed our formal inspection with the highest rating possible, honor unit with distinction, and a 97 overall score. Our rifle team winning streak is 82 straight matches since 2014. That's 10 straight years without losing a shoulder-to-shoulder match. I think you need to give them a round of applause. As we look across this graduating class of 2024, we see excellence, determination, and the future of our community and our country. And what we all want to say to you is go out and change the world. You have everything you need to make a difference. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Cash. I'd like to introduce our first speaker of the night for the class of 2024, our class representative, Mr. Alex Walker, followed by a performance from the Bradley Central High School Band.
Welcome, friends and family, faculty and staff, and honored guests. Welcome, class of 2024. I'm Alex Walker, and I could not be more honored to have been selected to represent my 365 brothers and sisters here today, with each of whom I share the excitement of this milestone. As Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "What lies behind you and what lies in front of you pales in comparison to what lies inside of you." Many class representatives have gone before me, and there will be many who follow. But having been tasked with speaking to and for you all, I would like to use this moment to ask each of you to examine what's inside of you. Let this moment be a milestone and recognize how far each have come. As for myself, I look back at freshman Alex Walker as a shy introvert who was afraid of speaking out in class and petrified of making new friends. As I stand here today speaking in front of thousands of strangers, the gratitude I feel for the role that Bradley Central has had in my journey is immense. A scared, awkward kid, no longer, I find myself to be a confident, present young man ready for the road ahead. For that, I'm eternally grateful to this incredible institution for both the hardships as well as the victories that brought me here today. No doubt, we all have vastly different journeys to this point, but we share one major unifying thread in common, and that is that we have Bradley Central to thank. While writing this speech, I asked many alumni, many teachers, and many of my classmates, what makes Bradley so special? How is Bradley different from all the other schools? What defines its culture, and what makes it so very unique and legendary? The resounding common response was that the people of Bradley are intertwined. Their successes and hardships are shared, and their relationships are deep and meaningful. After every game or competition, after each event or test, whether we win or lose, whether pass or fail, we get to wake up as Bears, and that has made all the difference. No doubt my years on the basketball team define my specific experience, and I cannot go without stating how incredible it was to cheer the Bearettes on to another state championship. But my pride would be non-existent without the rest of the community. That is Bradley. FFA, FCA, Fine Arts, the Pi Center, HOSA, and JROTC, just to name a few, helped establish the culture we have at Bradley for celebrating each other. Even if you weren't involved in any clubs, extracurricular activities, or athletics, you are still an equal member of this incredible club, and your place and space at Bradley is sacred and reserved. I would be remiss not to take this opportunity to thank several teachers who have personally meant the world to me. To Ms. Ivester, your no-nonsense approach to advice and guidance were essential. You treat us like adults in kids' bodies, and it forces us to rise to the challenge of your expectations. Ms. Waddell, your careful consideration of each student's needs and challenges makes you the second school mom so many of us need, and the only mother many of your kids know. Thank you, Ms. Lockhart, for being an extension of my family and a constant place for me to go these past 4 years. And thank you to Ms. Bell for always being a great supporter for all students here at Bradley Central. Coach Carpenter and Coach Dills, your solid and metered yet passionate and energetic approach to basketball have deeply affected who I am and who I will become in the future. Thank you both for believing in me. My favorite author, Mark Batterson, wrote, "Time is measured in minutes, while life is measured in moments." Class of 2024, this is our moment. It belongs to each of us, and we belong to each other and to Bradley. Regardless of where you go from here, you are each capable and have everything you need to become anything you want. You are already victorious. As yet another of my heroes, two-time Masters champion Scotty Scheffler said, "My victory was secured on the cross. As with each of yours, there is no need to worry. We have already won. Congratulations, class of 2024. God bless and go Bears.
Please welcome to the stage this year's salutatorian, Miss Shelby Stone. Following Miss Stone will be our valedictorian, earning the highest grade point average in the class of 2024. She will be attending Lee University in the fall, Miss Julia Bodner.
Good evening, faculty, families, friends, and honored guests. And hey to the class of 2024. Congratulations on this tremendous success. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Shelby Stone, graduate of the class of 2024. It is an incredible honor to stand here before you today as your salutatorian, otherwise known as second best and the first loser. I want to thank everyone who has helped me to be here speaking today, starting off with my parents for the countless rides to and from everywhere and for their unconditional support. Thank you to my brother and Nana for being my biggest supporters and best friends. Thank you to my friends for always finding any positive to any situation. Thank you to Miss Floyd, Miss Tinsley, and Miss Ivester for giving the best advice and providing a place for me to be myself daily. Thank you to Miss Parker and Miss Lockhart for being my college and life therapist. Thank you to Miss Waddell for being an amazing role model and the sweetest soul. Thank you to Miss Lindsay for raising awareness and giving people a reason to wake up daily. Thank you to Mr. Hamilton for your proofreading and dad jokes. And finally, thanks to Hern Dog for your sarcasm and never failing to make me laugh. I would not be where I am without the support of these people and the help of many others. After 12 years of school, the day has finally come that we graduate. And upon reflecting on this moment, I realized something that gave me true perspective. Author James Clear once said, "When you fall in love with the process rather than the product, you don't have to wait to give yourself permission to be happy." All of my time in school, I was focused on the finish line, the finale, or the final bow. And now that it is here, I'd give anything to know then what I know now. I'd give anything to have the knowledge of just how incredibly powerful and important my time at Bradley Central would be. Though it was both challenging and difficult, it was also filled with love and joy. While there were heartbreaks and hurdles, there were also victories and triumphs. Where you start in life does not dictate the rest of your life. Whether you have grown up in a mansion or never had a home, whether your parents are separated or happily married, whatever circumstances you have been through, they do not define the success of your future and prove that no dream is too big. I realized it was not the hardest class that taught me the biggest lesson, but rather a collection of all the moments that enhanced my mind and character. At the end of this road, I realized that it was the journey that was the true goal and not the destination. Taking this knowledge, I believe I have at least a small insight into how I want to approach the future. We each have a choice to focus on goals and outcomes, or we can celebrate the glory of right now, which is what God instructs us to do, and that is what I would like to leave you with. The Bible tells us, enjoy all the days of this short life God has given you here on earth. Enjoy the work you have to do here on earth. Do your best because there is no working, no planning, and no wisdom in the grave. Friends, enjoy life, be happy, spread joy, make the conscious decision to not dwell in the sorrow and anxiety that so often brings us turmoil. Your peace can be found within. Be grateful even in the storm. And when you find a good friend, hang on to them. Thank you each so much for the part you played in my personal journey here, and thank you for allowing me to be present in your story as well. We will forever share this day and this bond. We will always be Bradley. And so, in the legendary words of principals past, present, and future, God bless and go Bears.
Good evening to all friends, family, faculty, and staff. It is a privilege and honor to be here in front of you all, to be saying the last few final words before we leave these grounds forever. I would like to thank my family, friends, and teachers for the immense amount of support in one of the most stressful years of my life. You know who you are. Most importantly, I thank the Lord for the strength, energy, and perseverance He has given me these past 18 years. To begin, I would like to share with you all one of the biggest truths that is not expressed enough, and that is that no matter whether you end up becoming a neurosurgeon or unemployed, if you end up being extremely wealthy or penniless, it is not your accomplishments or success that define you. We get so hung up on trying to perform the best in every aspect of our lives that we forget that our achievements or failures are not who we are. I have spent the last 4 years putting all my time and effort into academics, but I have learned that Jesus doesn't care for my grades. He doesn't care if I get a 100 or an 87 or a 78 or a 68. He has already chosen me and found worth in me despite my failures and flaws. We spend so much time trying to figure out who we are and what we're here for, but I'm here to tell you that who we are is found in Jesus. It is God and God alone who can judge your character. It's not the number in red ink at the top of your page. It's not what people say about you. It's also not what you say about yourself. It is what Jesus thinks of you. He knows what you do, say, think, and feel. He is the only one who knows you truly. That is why no grade, failure, win, or loss could ever mean anything to him. He only cares for you. I tell you this because I speak from first-hand experience. I always assumed that being valedictorian means that you're some super genius. So when I realized that I was in the running to receive that title, I had to live up to it. I started to feel this intense feeling that I didn't deserve it. I felt that I didn't do enough or I wasn't smart enough to receive such a title. But in these last couple months, I had to learn that he had a plan for me, and that is to tell the world about him. He is my rock, my foundation, and my guide. I am what I am today because of him. So I'd like for you all to take this with you into your future. Remember to not let a defeat take you down because he has a better plan for you. There is much that this world can do and say to you, but that is not who you are. So I want you all to take him by the hand and let him lead you through the next chapters in your life. Thank you, and congratulations to the class of 2024.
Well, let's hear Chairwoman Beatty, members of the Bradley County Schools Board of Education, Dr. Linda Cash. The faculty of Bradley Central High School has recommended to me these candidates for graduation. These students have met all academic requirements established by the board in the state of Tennessee to receive their diplomas. By the authority vested in me as the principal of Bradley Central High School, I do hereby recommend these students for graduation. Bradley Central High School class of 2024, please begin your march to the stage. Ms. Brimmer, would you please call the roll? So I don't fall.
We have waited 17, 18 years to see these babies walk across this stage, and I know you are all so excited. If you need to give a little woohoo and excitement, we understand, but 365 applauses is going to keep us from graduation cake for a really long time. So let's hold applause to the end, and we will celebrate them with one giant applause at the end. Julia Diana Bodner, valedictorian. Shelby Lynn Stone, salutatorian. The next group needs to be honored a little differently. It's the TVEC group. Tennessee Valley Early College, or TVEC, is a rigorous high school curriculum tied to the incentive of earning college credits during a student's freshman and sophomore years and taking traditional college courses on Cleveland State's campus during their junior and senior years. The students who complete the TVEC program earn an associate's degree from Cleveland State in conjunction with their high school diploma. The first of these is Addison Kathleen Clark, Jasmine Danielle Fraze, Gracie Elizabeth Gaston, Bailey Lakin Jones, Catherine Nicole McIlvain, Leah Abigail Reagan, Charles Lewis Stewart, Emma Catherine Williford. Congratulations, Bear Scholars of 2024. Henry Stephen Adams, Nicholas Gavin Allen, Ashley Eve Allen, Christopher Drake Arundel, James Braxton Arthur, Caitlin Mackenzie Bailey, Olivia Lorene Barker, Abigail Grace Bennett, Chloe Maddox Burton, Tegan Cruz Cassida, Stella Elizabeth Davis, Skylar Michaela Elkins, Dana Richie Espinoza, Jackson Thomas Fox, Kaylee Nicole Frank, Taryn Elizabeth Freitas, Kyra Autumn Sage Gentry, Kimberly Fleury Godinez Mastirregos, Hannah Emerson Goins, Adrian Bryson Hart, Parker Garrett Jackson, Luke Aaron Keith, Joshua James Leake, Madison Olivia Long, Kayla Nicole Martin, Kimberly Reese Mason, Savannah Bell McLaughlin, Jennifer Ortiz Luna, Jacob Anthony Page, Grace Isabella Phillips, Leland Sean Pinella, Rayleigh Brooke Pinkard, Skylar Bach Perkle, Jonas Samuel Poles, Victor Vaughn Porter, Joshua Gerald J. Powers, Xander William Rawlings, Brooklyn Chase Ridley, Matthew Garrison Rogers, Savannah Starling Sanchez, Kyla McKinley Shane, Haley Nicole South, Alexander Michael Spawnable, Keely Elaine Stevens, Addison Beth Stevenson, Savannah Rose Stevenson, Ashlyn Elaine Joy Stuman, Kimsey Grace Turner, James Alexander Walker, Caleb Cannon White, Arthur Jeremiah Williams, Rodney Nehemiah Williams, Terrell Don Miguel Williams, Wyatt Joseph Williams, Addison Joy Woodruff, Hannah Alexis Wright, Cameron Blaine Achata, Austin Blake Agee, Briley Dawn Allen, Brooklyn Renee Allen, Cody Jai Anderson, Dayanara Michelle Antonio Villatoro, Knox Harrison Arthur, Jackson Bradley Airy, Susie Paige Asbel, Mason Carl Back, Brandon Scott Baker, Braden Alexander James Bales, Demarius Zaylen Ballard. Alyssa Grace Ballinger. Jacob Anthony Barrera. Braden Curtin Barano. Jonathan Barrionuevo Jimenez. Landon Lee Barton. Heavenly Grace Bean. Candace Brooke Beatty. Brianna Sinclair Belk. Riley Keith Benton. Skylar Addison Ballou. Madison Brooke Benamo. Bryson Anthony Lee Bivens. Morgan Riley Blitchington. Camry Lauren Braden. David Jason Branham. Destiny Madison Brand. Tasia Savannah Branham. Chloe Elizabeth Brewington. Abigail Elizabeth Brody. Megan Michelle Brogdon. Isaiah Jaquan Brown. Raheem Latrell Brownlow. Joseph Nathaniel Brumley. Jackson Blaine Bullington. Montana Nettie Kathleen Burnett. Riley Scott Butler. Alex Nikia Sebastian Cabrera. Riley Ann Kane. Jacob Michael Calfee. Michael Dante Cantrell. Haley Catherine Carnley. Christopher Allen Cruz Carrillo. Boo Carter. Grace Lynn Carver. Devin Lee Cato. Brody Andrew Castile. Joseph Dale Centers. Destiny Dale Louise Chadwick. Madison Lee Chastain. Elijah James Chiolo. Benjamin Caden Collins. Trevor Case Conley. Andrea Michelle Corso Perez. Amber Sky Kowski. William Alexander Kowski. Sade Venus Craig. Joseph Aiden Crisp. Joshua McLean Crisp. Vanessa Rose Crisp. Colin Wayne Crockett. Austin Fate Cross. Daisy Lee Cross. David William Warren Cross. Kayla Ann Cross. Alyssa Jordan Curran. Tanner Allen Curtis. Leanne Dawn Davis. Kyler Mason Delaney. Jeremiah Delott. Javon Lakai Derrick. James Alexander Dillard. Dustin Ernest Duckett. Brittany Lynn Early. Braden Lee Epps. Kaylee Joe Evans. Rylan Cade Falls. Avian McKenna Farless. Noah Favela. Brian Flores Urena. Caden Michael Floyd. Jacob Bryson Fox. Alexis Nevea Francis Riggs. Ryland Jeffrey Freeman. David Sergeyevic Frioff. Jaden Carter Gamble. Kobe Jacob Ganaway. Colin Alexander Garcia. Chandler Devin Gates. Allie Grace Gibson, Aiden Taylor Gladden, Casey J. Glover Stout, Dakota Ann Goins, Legend Alexander Leo Goldman, Scout Andrew Law Goldman, Maria Jasmine Gonzalez, Marcus Dwayne Gorey, Ryan Anthony Graves, David Thomas Griffith, Drake Hewender Grissom, Terrell Michael Guidry, Emma Grace Hamilton, Jalen Joshua Harrison, Jocelyn Rochelle Harvey, Zachary Michael Harvey, Trivet Wayne Hedrick, Preston Lynn Henderson, Jewel DeVise Hennington, Gabriella Angelina Hicks, Walker McNelly Hicks, Charles Edward Hemshoot III, Timothy Jacob Hogg, Alexandria Jordan Holloman, Coulter Franklin Hurst, Judah Robert Howell, Kaylee Nicole Hughes, Sawyer Fate Hughes, Emily Braden Heiberger, Eric James Hyde, Justin Manuel Jimenez Castro, Ethan Alexander Lee Johnson, Isaiah Aaron Johnson, Casey Geneva Ann Jones, Christina Amber Jones, Dalton Caleb Jones, River Blaze Jones, Skylar Eugene Hatchell Jones, William Christopher Jones, Hunter Todd Jordan, Zachary Ryan Keith, Allie Jolynn Kelliston, Nathan William Ketter, Amber Sky Key, Emilia Lexi Key, Molly Danielle Kincaid, Lauren Tyler Knighton, Shannon Nicole Knowles, Karina Olisivna Kudrick, Hannah Rose Lamagna, Aubrey Rain Lawson, Danielle Wanda Ellen Ledford, Jacob Daniel Ledford, Joseph Hudson Ledford, Lena Faye Ledford, Emily Bell Ledwell, Jacqueline Melinda Jean Linker, Sierra Grace Llewellyn, Titus Nehemiah Lindsay, Maxim Lobach, Shelby Denise Longwell, Danielle Austin Lopez, Madison Edma Jane Lopez, Juan Danielle Lopez de Leon, Gracelyn Divine Lowe, Jackson Pierce Maddox, Rosemary Lizette Marquez Garcia, Rondell Damon Marr, Caleb Elijah Martin, Flavio Cesar Martinez Torres, Jeffrey Hunter Mashburn, Chelsea Cariana McCassell, Colin Charles Andrew McCulloch, Lexi Erica McKenzie, Angel Adan Mahia Suarez, Sarah Bella Melton, Haley Rose Michalchuk, Alyssa Grace Miller, Hannah Nicole Monger, Zachary Kane Morgan, Logan Warren Morrow, Nathan Tyler Moraz, Simon Patrick Mullis, Kiana Lee Murph, Noah Julian Lewis Myers, Derek Emmanuel Navarro, Jacob Monroe Neely, Alexandra Faith Neighbors, Elijah Scott Odell, Alexia Marie O'Hara, Olivia Grace Orr, McKenna Diana Owens, Ethan Cole Parker, Kiana Faith Parton, Logan Riley Payne, Shayna Brooke Payne, Jesus Enrique Pena, Catherine Lynn Penland, Abigail Renee Tenney, Andrea Carolina Perez, Giovanni Javier Perez, Leland Ray Cruzito Perez, Joanna Amelini Perez Escobar, Randy James Perry, Eugene David Peterson Jr., Christian McLaren Phillips, Brock Alexander Prater, Alex James Pritchard, Brooklyn Leah Pritchard, Kobe James Pritz, Hannah Renee Quinn, Frederick Alexander Rackle, Max Randolph, Jacob Eli Red, Olivia Ray Reddish, Christopher Michael Reese, Cannon Scott Rehagen, DeAnthony Jaden Reed, Paige Emelise Renfro, Joseph Warren Ritchie, Chase Lloyd Bowden Robertson, Zachary Eugene Robertson, Tristan Anthony Robinson, Alyssa Joe Rogers, Jarius Levon Rogers, Casey James Rogers, Layla Aline Ruth Rogers, Fancy Raina Claudette McCann Rojas, Virginia Paige Rosario, Gabriela Salinas Rincon, Ruby Dolores Samaiego, Aubrey Elizabeth Sanner, Raul Antonio Santos Rivera, Jason Michael Schoonover, Isaiah Colt Waylon Scroggs, Jasper Lee Seeley, Braden James Sears, Devlin Wayne Shelley, Austin Robert Shelley, Chelsea Diane Shelton, Jasmine K. Shelton, Kinsley Faye Shelton, Kinley Lynn Irene Shelton, Kyla Janae Shelton, Matthew Keaton Shifley, Kevin Alex Shippey, Madison Grace Sims, Hayden Evan Smith, Harrison Ray Spurgeon, Austin Alexander Stanley, Alex Riley Steele, Alexander Isaiah Stevens, Mackenzie Tegan Stevenson. Dominic Joseph Stockwell. Kaylani Lynn Stringer. Caitlin Marie Strebart. Allie Michelle Swafford. Leah Brianne Talley. Abigail Grace Taylor. Madison Paige Taylor. Ivan Posey Teague. Juliana Elizabeth Thomas. Mason Gage Thompson. Avery Glenn Mize Tudor. Cole Evan Van Zant. Elaine Vikrist. Brandon Coy Walker. Haleyana Marie Walker. Caitlin Morgan Walling. Austin Ward Charles Ward. Molly Amberlyn Weeks. Trenton Charles Allen Welch. Isaiah Nicholas Whaley. Isaiah Thomas White. Ryan Trent Whitener. Emma Dawn Wilds. Ethan Lee Wilhite. Kelsey Lee Wilhite. Andrew Maxwell Wilson. Spencer Evan Ross Wilson. Thomas Jackson Wilson. Jackson Blake Wright. Temperance Diane Wright. Olivia Grace Wyatt. Samuel Joseph Wyatt.
So on behalf of the class of 2024, thank you for being with us tonight. Graduates, congratulations. You are now alumni of Bradley Central High School. The final bell has rung. Class of 2024, your class is dismissed. God bless and go Bears. At this time, Mr. Alex Walker, your senior class representative, is coming to the stage to change the tassels.
Hey, congrats, class of 2024. We've run this town for the last 4 years. Now it's time to pass that on. With that, let's turn our tassels and throw them up in the air.
Are happy for me, or they're honeysuckle phonies, and they celebrate my medals, or they wanna take my trophies. Some are loyal soldiers while these other thorns are rosy. And if you never know who you can trust, then trust me, you'll be lonely. Oh, are you ready for the sequel? Ain't ready for the latest in the garden of evil. I'm gonna be the greatest in a golden cathedral.